Today is day 19 of 100 Random Acts of Kindness, and I'm really excited to share what I'm about to share with you. When I think about random acts of kindness, I think about my friend Liz. Liz, I didn't even know she knew that I was sick, and I was wheeled in. So I was diagnosed with stage 2 on March 11th. And I was being wheeled into my room for recovery 17 days later. So they moved really fast. I had a very aggressive type of cancer. And I didn't really, I didn't announce that I was going in for surgery, I don't think. Well, I know I didn't. And I was wheeled in, and there were flowers on the windowsill in my hospital room. And I kind of thought, like, most of my family was there with me. So I kind of, like, didn't really get it. And I said, "Who are those from?" And they said, they called her Elizabeth, and said her last name. And I went, "Oh, how does she even know I was sick, let alone surgery, and what day?" And I'll just never forget that. I'm going to get choked up already. They were just sitting there waiting for me to be wheeled in, and it was just pretty great. Anyway, Liz is one of those people who you just know she's thinking about you all the time. We share an affinity for Christmas. We absolutely love Christmas. The instant that that it's socially acceptable, well, about 2 weeks before it's socially acceptable to put on Christmas carols, we do, which is like the end of October. No, it's after Remembrance Day, just to clarify that. But she's just like the easiest person to get along with, and she is just exceptionally thoughtful. So I wanted to share something with you that she did for me that I just think is the coolest. I'll try to do this. So if you guys can see, I'm trying to make that the best I can. So it says, "In spirit and in heart, good friends are never far apart." So it is a puzzle piece with 9 pieces, and Liz took a piece at a time and would mail one piece to me. So I got the first piece. I didn't even know what it was. And then on the back of it, there's a little write-up. So in this it says, "In friendships, joys become sweeter, cares become lighter, kindness becomes richer. It's one of the most thoughtful gifts God gives." And then there's a spot for her to write on it. And so in this envelope was this puzzle piece and a MasterCard gift card. And so that MasterCard had $125 on it. And so this is, I don't think this was the first one, but this is just an example. So it says, "Katie, you always know how to make your friends feel good, whether it's telling a hilarious joke or making us all laugh till we cry or just being kind and complimenting our strengths. Please use $20 of your Katie card to buy something small that makes you feel good today." Is that not amazing? So I would go out. It would be a variety of things. I was just reading some of them, and some of them were, she and I have both loved candy since we were little kids. And so one of it's like, spend $10 at Bulk Barn on whatever you want. One of them is something about good food. So spend $10. So I'd go to the grocery store, and like, I love pineapple, and I love raspberries, and I love cherry tomatoes, so that kind of thing. Like, I would just go pick up 3 things, and it would be on Liz. One of them was for Keith and I to go out and just have a date night, spend $40 or something on a date night. And it was just, man, is that not so thoughtful? And like, it took months, which was so cool, that I didn't know how big it was going to be. I didn't know how many pieces there would be. It ended up being 9, so 9 different things would show up, and it would be a new puzzle piece, and I would have this card from the first time, and there would just be a different kind of task on there, and she would talk about our friendship, or she would say much too kind things about me, and it's just like, it was like a treasure hunt, and it was like the ultimate surprise. It was like I knew more things were coming. And I just think that's so cool. And I mean, that's another thing that you don't, you know, I really want to make it clear, and I know I keep talking about this, but I don't want anybody to think that there's cost involved, because you could do this the same way and just send the puzzle pieces and just same kind of thing, like do something for yourself, or write a joke. Get a puzzle like this, 9 pieces, and write a joke on the back of each one. Even if it's the dumbest joke ever, it's going to put a smile on my face, you know? One thing that I've noticed is that I say, you know, 1,000 times. It's actually starting to drive me nuts, so I'm glad I'm picking up on when I'm saying it. Anyway, Liz, this was just one of my absolute favorites. I love, 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 love this idea. And I think, please share this video far and wide, because this was one of the coolest things that I've gotten. I think this is just so neat, and I keep absolutely everything, and this puzzle is never far from me, because having 9 different things show up and different sweet comments or jokes or things about our past or memories or whatever it is, on top of go spend money on yourself or go do something nice for yourself or get something for Keith or whatever it is. So that is such a wicked act of kindness, I think. And I think that is something that so many cancer patients, anybody who's in need of being cheered up or is going through a tough time, it doesn't even necessarily need to be cancer, but this to me is one of the coolest ones for sure. Side note for me, today was a decent day. I go back on the trail on Monday. We were talking about today, but the oncologist said, I'm not dying to put you on a Friday and then not having any support during the weekend, which I really appreciated. So we're going to start on Monday. Fingers crossed. Whoever you pray to, talk to, send positive juju, whatever you do, please, if you're willing, put that into the world, that I could really use some strength here, and I'm really hopeful that the dosage drop. So I'm going from 80 to 60 milligrams in this drug that my body did not tolerate well the first time. I really need it to tolerate it this time, because this is my only option outside of chemo. So I really don't want to go back into chemo. And so, yeah, if you could kind of keep me in your thoughts and send love or prayers or positivity or good energy, whatever you're willing to send, I will accept. And if you're a prayer, somebody who prays, please pray on my behalf. That's not something that I'm used to saying, but I really need this to work. And I also had radiation today, a big old blast to my hip. So kind of just makes you feel, I don't know, I've had it before and I haven't felt anything, and now I kind of feel wonky. Like, okay, I don't feel nauseous or anything, just, I don't know, you're getting blasted with radiation. I don't think you're supposed to feel like tip-top after. Yeah, so, but anyway, a weekend not on that drug. I am grateful for this little break, because it screws with everything. It screws with my guts, it screws with my breathing, it screws with my taste, it screws with my face, obviously. Like, this is finally clearing up just in time to get blasted with another one. So anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And Liz, this is like one of my favorite random acts of kindness. Bye.